I'll just give them all of it. Okay, Jason, where you at? There you are. We'll get started. We're missing some people, but that's their loss, it looks like. Let's go through. What's that?
Oh, I was just saying hi.
Let's go through real quick and introduce ourselves and say our number one either YouTube tip or our takeaway or something like that. I really want this to be interactive. I really want this to be a mastermind of sorts. I don't want this to be me doing an hour of teaching because I want us all to interact and engage. So I hope you guys are cool with that because that's kind of the plan of today. My goal, I think I told you guys, is to do something different each week with a different group, some different people, different topics. So that way, if there's a topic that really interests you, then you can go that route. Okay, so obviously I'm Brian Coach. That's rude. I'm Brian Coachy. I work for Kyle Whissel. I'm the media and marketing manager. I am in charge of doing all of the. I am in charge of the media team, which is in charge of all the photos, videos, YouTube distribution, all that sort of stuff. My big tip, and I'm not going to do. I think the thing that I'm going to start doing is creating some content to be used as YouTube pre-roll ad. That's my number one tip, is trying to figure out kind of a good audience, a good topic to do a YouTube pre-roll ad that we can play in front of other videos. So that's my number one tip. That's the big thing that I really wanted to take from the boot camp that I just came from. Jason, let's go to you.
Sorry, I was muted there. Well, I'd probably say, finding a...
So introduce yourself, tell us where you are, who you work with, all that sort of stuff.
Gotcha. My name is Jason Abity. I work currently for the Hour team. And with YouTube, just finding kind of like a niche or, finding something that works within like a community, I think is a huge bonus for being a little bit more successful around, your area, being that area expert, I guess, if you want to say.
Yeah, I agree. And searchable content is huge.
Right, absolutely.
Jennifer, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us where you're from and your number one YouTube tip.
I'm with the Ian Eady Realty Group. Formerly was with Kurt Wannabo, and so learned a lot about YouTube on doing the marketing for Kurt, and then now we branched off to a domestic team, husband and wife. My husband does a lot of the videos, and I am just now starting to join him, and we want to develop it. Probably want to do a community, more community videos, and maybe more lifestyle, and grow the channel. And the number one, the tip that I don't know if it's a tip that I've done that you want me to say, or a tip that
Anything.
Well, one tip I do like is, I mentioned on the post, is I do like to embed the video on our website, and I drive people there by a mass email that I send out. And what I like about this, I do it a lot, is it counts all the views on my video and makes the view count high. And how I use that is how I used it in the past. I used it a lot at Kurt's. If we ever had to do a marketing report to a seller, then I could put the video thumbnail there and it would have a lot of views.
Yeah, that's smart.
So, yeah, because our channel, I was never able to figure out how to grow subscribers yet. But by embedding that code, you can get high views. And then when a seller asks you about how you're marketing that listing, you're able to say, oh, look at all these views, And then I just read the other day that 50% of people go to YouTube to look for their property search. So I thought that was interesting because I thought everybody went to Zillow. But YouTube is becoming a high place for people to do property searches. So I think that can be talked about in listing appointments, that we have we get a lot of views on YouTube because everybody loves a good listing video,
Totally agree. Jennifer, do you mind, and I'm fine if it's an old video, but do you mind sharing a link in the chat here to one of those embedded YouTube videos? Because I do that as well. I embed it on our blog and I do a video transcript, but I'd love to see what yours looks like.
Okay, perfect.
Or an old one that Kurt's done. But yeah, if you could just do it in the chat here in the group so that way we can look at it.
Okay, I'll do one we just did.
Perfect, that's even better. Melody, What do you got? Introduce yourself and give us your tip.
I'm Melody Wilson. I'm with Remax Elite here in Canada. And my tip, I've been going through, I have a lot of content on our YouTube channel. That's never been an issue for me, but it's been trying to figure out, like you were talking about, searchable content. So I've been changing all the titles of my videos, making sure keywords are in there, and also putting a call to action, which is the same on like every part of the description, if that makes sense. So it's like how you can support this channel, and then it has all of the links kind of there. So we've been progressively adding them on, and thumbnails is another big thing. I have my 11-year-old helps us out, so he's all in YouTube. He can figure it out himself. So
can you put in the chat here one of your videos that you said something that I really liked? You said thumbnails. You said titles.
The call to action.
Yes, thank you. Sorry. I'd love to see your call to. We have kind of a call to action. We're actually just going to create another YouTube channel either today or after our mastermind early next week. Come on, Tom. Let me get you this. 1 second, guys. Kasma, is that how you pronounce your name? Kasama?
It's Kasama.
Kasama.
But you
I'm
could
sorry.
I mean, you could only go one or the other. It's all good.
Can you introduce yourself? I'm going to give this to Tom real quick. Can you introduce yourself and give us your tip real quick?
Sure. Kasama Lee, Northern California, Napa, Solano counties. I'm with Berkshire Hathaway, and I think, and this is a recent thing that I've done. So I have my own website, not a replicated website from the company, and I had my web designer create a page where every time a video is uploaded to the playlist, whether it's Kasama Lee TV, or which is more of the pro tips, or the testimonial playlist, it automatically shows up and gets added to my website. And I'm hoping that, and it looks really cool. So I'm hoping that increases the views. I'm just sort of starting to focus in more on YouTube, but that's been the one big thing. And I love the way it looks, and it just makes the website look completely different than most other real estate websites that I've seen. And I've gotten some compliments on it. So
you're muted.
Yeah. Can you share yours as well? I'd love to see it.
Absolutely.
And then James, you there? You're muted and no video.
Yeah, sorry. We're moving into our new office, and we are having to paint it out and kind of do that. So I'm mobile right now.
Okay. Can you introduce yourself and tell us kind of your #1 YouTube tip?
We're actually starting everything from scratch, so I really don't have any tips. I'm just trying to build everything out and kind of figure it out myself. A lot of the content wasn't really getting too much action from before, so we're kind of testing a lot of it and reformatting everything, new intros, outros for videos, and aggregating content into 2 separate pages for different functions, like I mentioned in the thread that you shared, and then really just kind of R&Ding everything from there.
So you have 2 different channels, you said, yes? Was it 2 different channels or 2 different playlists? So you're saying you have 2 different channels? So
yes.
What are your different channels?
So one is for the team. It'll have all the real estate stuff. Our team lead, Dave, does Wilco Eats, and basically just, checking out different places to eat around the county. And so he's had some success on that by itself, and we just wanted to aggregate it into the real estate page. We'll keep it separate, but obviously put some of the videos inside the real estate page, and then do some like small business Saturdays and some other events or shows to kind of bring things in there.
Okay.
And highlight different people. Austin is a very entrepreneurial kind of city, and so we thought that'd be good to bring more people in there. The other one is more of like real estate coaching, the podcast, and other things strictly for real estate agents, so not really customer facing.
Gotcha. And what are you going to name that channel? Because that I'm going to split my channel into 2, one consumer facing well, I have 3 YouTube channels now. We're going to add a 4th. One being consumer facing, tips and tricks, listing videos, that sort of stuff. One being real estate agent focused. What are you doing for naming for that or anything like any of that? How are you naming?
Right now, I did the top shelf agents is the customer facing one. That's going to have all the, or no, I'm sorry, that's the agent facing one. That's going to have all the podcasts and other kind of things for agents to kind of build on, and coaching and scripts, role play, those kind of things. And the other one's just going to be named probably, Stonebrook Realty Group or SRG or something for just a team name.
Uh-huh.
And then build inside playlists through that.
Cool. All right. Who else? So I want to go run through some things that I've learned from the boot camp, but that's going to be kind of the most of the teaching that I would like to do. I want to get you guys to say, oh, this is a good idea, or have you guys thought about this? I want it to, again, be very interactive. We'll be out of here in 45 minutes. We won't go over. But anyways, some of the things that we're going to work on, YouTube. I want to see if this is true with ours. They talked, geez Louise. They talked about on your header, you can have your social links and your channel. And they said, look, if you have your Twitter link in there, but you're not using Twitter, like for us, for example, I need to update this because we have our website, which is good. Twitter link, we don't use Twitter. Facebook, which is good. Pinterest, we don't use Pinterest. Like, why do we have this stuff up there if we're not going to use it? So I'll probably put LinkedIn in there because I'm going to be starting to use that. And again, we'll have, this one will be our agent-focused one. Our other one's going to be our consumer-focused one. So,
Quick question about LinkedIn.
yeah.
I'm wondering, when you post a video to LinkedIn, are you posting the YouTube link, or are you posting it native to the LinkedIn platform?
So I'm not doing anything right now, to be completely honest. My plan is to probably most likely upload it natively to LinkedIn. I like the idea of doing the article and embedding a YouTube link, but that's if I have a lot of other stuff to include. So if I were to copy one of, let me share my screen again. If I were to copy one of my blogs, something like this maybe, where I have other things. I have pictures. This is the video transcript. I'm not even that one. One I really want to show was this one. This one. This would be a good one on LinkedIn to do as a, to embed the link.
Okay.
Because I can embed these links and it actually has more stuff. But otherwise I want to probably upload it natively because that's fair. Also, I really like how LinkedIn shows the captions. It just seems easier to read than everything else, which is great because if people are watching it while at work without audio, captions are great.
Yeah.
So I like that a lot.
Okay.
So, exit pages, hopefully. So yeah, so that's one thing that I need to do is I need to update our YouTube or the social links. Michael called this an unsubscribe trailer, but basically, I don't know if it sounds like a weird name for it, but it's basically if someone is not subscribed to your channel, they see this video. I think it's like the top video and it's like, hey, this is what I'm going to be talking about. This is my channel. If you want more information about this, hit subscribe. Basically telling them how to use YouTube, but also spelling out what the channel is going to be about, especially now that we're splitting into 2 channels. I want to make 2 of those videos.
Do you have it already?
What's that?
You already have that?
No.
They should call it a non-subscriber video.
Yeah, the unsubscribe trailer is a weird terminology. I don't know if that's a YouTube terminology. That's what he called it. I got back late last night, so I haven't dug into it. But I want to make that video. I'm going to make a specific YouTube export, which is going to have an extra 15 to 20 seconds on the end, so I can have end cards on there. See this video, subscribe, that sort of stuff. I used to do it, then I stopped doing it. Now I'm going to do it again. I'm going to utilize cards. So I talked about end screens. I'm going to utilize cards a lot more, especially in the listing videos. what Michael talked about was at 30 seconds in or a minute in, if you do a card on, see the restaurants in this area or learn about this park or something that's related to that property. If they're watched a minute in, they're already interested, they're already valuable. So utilizing cards, not just at the beginning to say, see more buyer tips, but if it's a house in El Cajon, see El Cajon, places to eat in El Cajon, something like that. Also, he talks about verifying your YouTube. I believe all of you guys have your YouTube probably verified. That allows you to do custom thumbnails. Melody, you mentioned that. That's hugely important. But he also says verifying your website, which I haven't done. You have to embed some code on your website, I believe, and you have to have, he said sometimes 10,000 views. I don't know if it's in a year.
Not on one video, just total.
Total was my understanding. And so I'm going to try and find it real quick, and I'll share me walking through it. I believe it's under channel. Oops. I believe it's under channel. So it's verified. My channel is verified. Okay, this is disabled, which is great. I don't remember where it was. Was it under advanced? I'll have to look it up. But it was basically associated website. This is pending.
You're not using the beta?
I had to switch back for this because it was hard to find this when we tried to do it in beta. So I don't know why this is pending. Verify that you own it. I don't know. I'll dig into it. But this is something that we need to do because that way you can do links to your website from the cards, I believe. I talked about something that I wanted to do was doing pre-roll ads. And let me just, those were my big takeaways. Let me just run through these real quick. YouTube, place for discovery, searching for content. Obviously, I think we know that. A lot of how-tos and what is and that sort of stuff is what works great on YouTube. Split channels for consumers and agents, which I'm going to do. For his unsubscribe trailer that he talked about, he said, tell the channel what it's about. Assume they've never heard of you. Keep it short. Have a hook. Show, don't tell, aka have a B-roll. So if you're talking about, hey, I'm going to do market updates, show a market update, and ask to subscribe. Custom thumbnails. He talked about the importance of consistency in custom thumbnails. I thought that was smart.
Hey, Brian, quick question for you.
Yo.
Why is it, I guess you say you're going to have two channels. What's the benefit of doing that rather than just having it all on one?
So here's my thought. So right now we have 3 and we're going to have 4. We have, and I'll explain to you what we have. We have one for our radio show, and we use that. We upload 3 videos every radio show, 1 for each guest. And we do that weekly. But we're inundating people with, a lot of people don't want to watch that. The people that want to, it's more of a storage spot. So we do that to store videos. We do it for tagging, that sort of stuff. But that's not going to get a lot of traction. We're okay with that.
Okay.
But that way they can embed it from their website, link it to that. But I mean, if you're watching our videos and you're like, oh, I want to see your property videos, and every week you're getting 3 radio shows that look the same that you don't care about, it's going to hurt our YouTube rankings. So we have that. We have our Everything East County YouTube, which is for Everything East County. Again, a specific audience. The third one right now that we have is our Whissel Realty one that we've had always targeting consumers. Since we joined EXP a year ago, we started doing some agent videos, and I was like, well, we'll just store it there, but just for searchability and blah, blah, blah. But now that we're putting out more and more and more content for agents, it's gonna be hard to subscribe because people are gonna be like, oh, I like this video about open house tips, and then they subscribe, and then they're like, oh, well, now I saw 3 property videos I don't care about. Like, you guys don't want to watch every property video I put out. I don't want to watch every property video I put out. It's just what it is. So we're going to have one targeted towards agents that they can subscribe. Everything we put out there is going to be money for agents. Then one for consumers. Everything we put out there is going to be good for consumers.
Gotcha.
So
cool. Thanks, man.
That's that. And that's everything I learned. That's not everything I learned, but I mean, that's like 10 actionable items that I have from just this video boot camp. If you guys haven't gone, James, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Question for the East County Eats. Are you
Yes.
doing both on the and then our channel, and then also on the real estate ones, or how are you doing that?
So
Or
we're
you just keeping
uploading
them separate?
it to, let me see. So the question was, are we putting our Everything East County, are we uploading it on both channels or just uploading it on one? Is that the question?
Yeah, and a follow up with that: are you also doing those on the real estate Facebook page? Because for like targeting and retargeting the groups.
Yeah, that's a great question. So first, let's talk about YouTube, and then we'll talk about
Yeah.
Facebook. So the idea, let me share my screen again. Not that. No, not. Your channel. I believe, if I don't have it now, I'm going to update it. So we have our selling tips, buying tips, home tours, market updates. But then we also have these playlists of Santee Saturdays. We don't have, that looks bad. What we'll have in my new consumer one is we'll have all these playlists, but we will also have a playlist for Everything East County. So that way, I believe you can, give me a second because I'm not great with in here, but I think I can figure it out. You can add in a new playlist, add a section. Who joined up? Alan, what's up? You can add in a playlist. A posted playlist? No, that's not it. I don't know. I think you can add a playlist from a different single playlist. Enter playlist URL. So now what I can do is I can go to YouTube.
Oh, your other channel.
Yeah. So you don't need to see it, but I can go to Everything East County and I can add it in there. So that way, if they go to our homepage, they'll see Everything East County on both spots. So
Super cool.
That's my idea. I don't know when I want to build that out today, but I have distribution stuff and I've got to prepare for our mastermind on Monday, so I'm not going to get to it today. That's just what it is.
Hey, Brian, could I ask a question?
Yes.
How did you set up how you have one row of selling home in San Diego and the next row?
Yep.
How do you set that up?
So yeah, you go up here and then you get my channel. It's not here now because I'm on that section.
Okay.
And then you scroll down. I think there's a way where you can so here's for new visitors, here's for returning subscribers. You just go to add a section.
Yeah.
And then you can choose all sorts of things. So most of these are created playlist or single playlists. They're in a horizontal row, and I choose from my playlist, and these are all my playlists. So I go, I want to do What's Way podcast. Now it shows that.
All right. Thank you.
So I'm going to, again, totally revamp my whole YouTube strategy, and that's going to be a couple-day project. And we have to create a lot of content for new channels, so that'll be interesting. But that's what I'm doing. Who else has something, a killer tip or something that's worked really well or something that they want help from the group? Let's get in here.
I have a question for you. I was looking at your YouTube channel.
Yes.
How did you decide how to make your thumbnails? I started being more animated in my thumbnails, and then I started to get a bit.
Alan, I'm going to mute you real quick because you get some background noise. But whenever, you got it. Go ahead, Melody.
Sorry, I was just going to ask you, have you played around with your thumbnails to see like if you make different ones versus the ones that you've always done?
Yeah, so we played around with them. We used Adobe Spark. I know a lot of people use Canva. I don't know why we use Spark. It just works. We just like it. What they talked about at the video boot camp is it's pretty cool when you can go to when someone searches something and they scroll down and they see, even if you're number 3 and number 8, someone else can be 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. But if your thumbnails look the same, if there's consistency there, people are like, dude, these guys are legit. So that's kind of the idea. We kind of play around. So I'll show you kind of some of our stuff again. You can see here, I like this orange square on the side. These, we've been kind of playing around with different things. Excuse me. But all of these have the orange, what's it called, on the front of the house photo. So we're messing around with them. But I want to try and get more to a consistent look. See, we did this for a while. I like these. But I want to get to a consistent look because as boring as it is, I see there being a lot of value in that consistency.
Mm-hmm. I have a random question for the group.
Yeah.
So I know we talk about uploading our videos natively on Facebook versus YouTube, and I've been trying to test that out right now because I've only been doing native uploads to Facebook, and obviously you get advertising benefits because you can target people who watched your videos and not watched your videos. But if your goal is to get the YouTube viewers up, I find if you put the YouTube link on Facebook, then you'll get more viewers on YouTube. So what are your thoughts on that?
Who's got thoughts?
Well, I just came back from Marketing Edge, and they said that's a no-no because Facebook doesn't really want other links on there. So,
the view count goes a lot higher when you put the link of YouTube on.
Really? Because I did, and I'm like an amateur compared to probably what you've been doing, but I did that not knowing with my client's testimonial into a private group that I normally post testimonials, and it didn't get the views. It was just on some device, it wouldn't even click to the YouTube video. I don't know why, but so I just stopped because it didn't serve the purpose for me. Whereas when I was uploading the testimonial video natively, I could see the views.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I natively put it to Facebook because you want to get the video views so that you can remarket. And everything I've heard the same thing at Marketing Edge is just a big no-no not to be native to the platform. Facebook doesn't want to send anyone anywhere else.
So I just got back from I'm going to stop saying that. You guys understand? I went to the video studio. We got that. I just got back. One of the things they said, I'm saying that before every sentence. You already know that. One of the things that they said is never, ever, ever, ever do that. I disagree. But you got to be specific, right? 99% of the time you want to do, I would say 99.5% of the time you want to upload natively to Facebook. Now, there are certain things that I think you can get away with sending them to YouTube. Now, if you're posting it on your business page or your personal page, putting a YouTube link typically is not going to work well. It's just not. That being said, one thing that I'll do is, depending on the content, depending on what I'm doing, like I did a vlog about the Bomb Rehumanize trip, is I shared that YouTube link in different real estate groups. It was more of a YouTube type video. It was 18 minutes, so it's a longer form thing. I shared it in there, and I explained what it was, and I was looking for help. So there is a way to get people over. I think the idea of getting consumers over that way is not the best way. What's his name? Trevor Jones is really good with doing little trailers, and he'll talk about I've seen him, he does it way better than I can even think of the ideas. So, but this is kind of the idea, right? You go, oh, what are the 5 best places to eat in San Diego? Let me show you. And he's like, number 5 is Santee Grill, and it's delicious, and blah, 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 blah. To see the next 4, just comment below, and I think he says see the link in the comments. And then you click the link in the comments, and it's the YouTube link. You can do that. I think what I would do is I would do a chat bot, just because I like chat bots. And James, I hope you're still there, because I ignored the second half of your question, but I want to get back to it.
I'm still here.
Good. So I would do a chat bot, say, here's number 5. If you want the other 4, comment anything below and I'll send you a private message. They comment, the chat bot connects. That's going to be a whole different video. That's a whole different dive in, and I don't want to go deep in that. But they would comment below. Below I would say, hey, either depending on what I wanted, I would say, here's the link, or hey, you want the link, right? Comment below, or say yes. They say yes, then I give them the link. And there's different strategies why I would do either one. But that way you get them over to your YouTube. Does that make sense, Melody?
Yes, because I definitely have been, I'm not naive to the native Facebook. I've been doing that for a long time, but then I started watching, if you're trying to get distribution and trying to get views on YouTube, because videos on Facebook disappear, right? Like, no one's going to go searching for that video, whereas YouTube, it's so easy to find a video that you did on a certain topic or a place. So I'm trying to focus more on YouTube than I am on Facebook, because my personal opinion is Facebook, it's great for views, but I'm not seeing any conversion. I'm not seeing any sort of, other than the fact that you can market to those people for ad campaigns. So I'm trying to get more attention, focus on YouTube, because my view count for the same video on YouTube is way lower than on Facebook.
What you could do is, actually, Jennifer, go ahead. I got an idea, but I want you to go.
I was going to say, on the listing video I put in the comments, when I had that listing, I did run a Facebook ad with just the stills of the listing. And then I did a lead forms. And the way I enticed them is if they wanted to see the video, then they had to submit a lead form. And then I took them to my website to watch an embedded YouTube video. And we had a lot of people go for that.
Can you do can you share I saw 2 seconds. It looks great. Can you share the link to your website that has the embedded video?
It was a dark, I can share the link.
Not
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll share the link, but I got it. It was just great. I did a couple, just enticed them. If you're interested in this property, just listed, and I used the word new on the still pictures and just enticed them, watch the video tour, and did a lead forms ad, and we got response. I got a response, and we haven't converted yet, but we have one guy that, I think I only spent $50. If we get this one guy to convert, it's going to be totally worth it.
Yeah, and Facebook is typically a lot longer sales cycle, right? Because it's not like, you got to kind of think about Facebook versus Google in 2 different ways, right? Google is you're actually walking into a shoe store. You're going there to buy shoes, right? You're not going like, well, I didn't even think about it. Now, Facebook is like you're walking down Times Square and a dude's like, yo, you want shoes? And you're like, I don't know. Like, right? So I wasn't thinking about wanting shoes, maybe later. That's kind of the idea. Mm-hmm. But then, the rest of the day, like, oh shit, those shoes are pretty cool. I don't know why I'm talking about shoes. I don't give a shit about shoes. The other idea is, Melody, is you can because you're talking about custom audiences and retargeting on Facebook, you can run video view, or you can do the videos on Facebook, create a custom audience for anyone that watched 50% or more, because those are the people that are actually watching, and do a clicks to website Facebook ad and say, hey, you watched at least a minute of one of my other videos, and maybe just do within the last 7 days. Hey, within the last week, you saw me for like a minute and a half. Obviously, you've got some value there. If you want more, I got a shit ton of stuff in my YouTube. Click the learn more, click the blah, 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 go to this, and I've got hours of videos for you, or whatever, right? And so that way you can run an ad on people, so you can still kind of get the best of both worlds.
Right.
James, you asked a question about would I put my videos, where would I put them on YouTube, and then where would I put them on Facebook? The goal is, are you still there? James, you're muted? Uh-oh. I'm going to answer and he's going to be gone. Do you guys care, or we can skip to the next one? Just look up, okay, Alan cares. Just look up the term Facebook cross-posting. I actually made a video on it a while ago. Let me find it. So the idea is, oh, look, that's me. Oh, shit, 11,000 views.
Wow.
Hey, guys, it's Brian. That's me. Stop. Check that video out. It's talking about Facebook cross-posting, and that's basically, instead of uploading it on Whissel and uploading it on everything East County, you can upload it to one and make it look like it was native here. But every view I get here counts for both of them. So
just within Facebook, right?
What's that?
Just within Facebook.
Just within Facebook, yeah. But to answer James's question, that's how I would do. That's the goal of it. We're not doing a good job of reposting it. We post our Everything East Counties on Fridays. It would be great to cross-post on Mondays, so that way they already has some video traction. I just forget on Mondays, so I'm gonna add that to Thomas's plate.
Do you share it, or do you like upload it natively to both pages?
Cross-post. Watch that video. I put it in the comments.
Okay. Yeah, I'll watch
It's the mix of both.
Okay.
Cross-post is
Where is the video that you created?
It's right above your comment.
Oh,
yeah, right where you said, where is that video? Like a quarter inch up.
You taught me this like years ago, and we've always been doing that.
Yeah. So again, basically what you do is you upload it once. Let me just watch the video. It explains it. I don't do great at the job explaining it, but people watched it, so that's fine. But you upload it once, and you can share it to other pages. They can then post it, change all the text, and then you get double the views. So anyone that watches it here, if you get 10,000 views here and 500 views here, each video says 10,500. So
cool.
That's sweet.
But James had left, and that was his tip. So
I came back. Sorry.
good. Did you hear it?
Going on today? Yeah. Well, I heard like 98% of it, I think.
Perfect.
Check out the video in the links, and you do the cross posting and everything.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Good. Okay, good. I was hoping you were there for it. Melody, that was a great question to kick us off. Anyone else have a question about YouTube that you guys want to brainstorm here? We still got 20 minutes that we can go.
I could use some tips on search words, keywords, SEO.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So at Bomb, this is a different conference I just got back from. Let me find the thing. I was at Bomb. Someone spoke about two things. I took a picture of my notebook because that's what I do.
I'm going to share something while you're looking.
Please do.
So what I have done is, you know, when you're on the search bar of YouTube, so you have to not be logged into your account. I'll actually try to think, for example, how do I get a down payment? I'll actually type it in a couple different ways. And you know how they always have suggested lists that come up? Like it'll auto fill in or whatever. I'll make sure to name it whatever comes up. That's what I've been doing lately.
That's a good one.
And then I'll use the other stuff that comes up in the body of my description.
Very good.
Because there's different ways that you can ask for how to get a down payment. And so I just try to figure out different options of how you can ask it. And then apparently the image of your cover photo and also the file name of your video, when you upload it, plays an effect into the search as well. So if you name it at all properly, then it supposedly helps too.
What did you say, the file name of your video, and what was the other thing?
And the thumbnail.
What the thumbnail is named?
Well, like how to get a down payment. So it would say the same thing as like the video name and stuff. I don't know if that's actually, that's what I researched, but I don't know if it actually.
So you're putting the text of the video name basically on your thumbnail.
Yep.
That's smart.
Okay.
It's not hard to do. I don't know how much. Here's the thing. It'll take you literally 2 seconds to do, and I can't see it doing any harm. But there is the potential that does. That's good. I like that.
The file name, you have to remember to name it, like when you export it out of Final Cut Pro or whatever you're using, because otherwise it just has some weird random name if you don't name the file.
Right.
Mine is property thumbnail 27. I'm like, ah, shit. So it's a way better thing than property thumbnail 27. So the two things that I heard of were, this is the first time I've looked at it, was keywords everywhere, free search volume, CPC, and comparative data on 16 websites, YouTube. So they say keywords everywhere. Looks like there's a Chrome extension. I don't know how to use it though. And Uber Suggest. Neil Patel. I've heard of this name. He's somebody, isn't he?
Oh, he's skinny.
He's very skinny. That's
Yeah, I've heard of that guy too, actually. I don't know how though.
top 10 marketers. Anyways, but that's only from Forbes, so it's not fair. But let's do down payment. Let's see what it looks like. There's keyword ideas, content ideas. What does this say?
Is this a free thing, or do you have to pay for this?
I haven't paid. This is the first time I've ever looked at it.
Oh, cool. All right.
Oh, so you're just at neilpatel.com?
I just looked at Uber. I typed in Uber Suggest.
Okay.
Okay.
But this looks like these are popular websites that have a lot of views. So keyword ideas. It looks like this
Cool.
looks good.
That's cool.
I don't know what overview.
Because there's that ask the public? But that's questions. That's not really.
I don't know. It stopped working on me. One thing that I'll do, I'll share my. Oh shit! Oh, I'm sharing my screen now. Like, how long have I been doing this? Oh, it's just like now. This is one that I'm going to be uploading today. I use TubeBuddy, TubeBuddy. Anyone using TubeBuddy?
I am. We're just using the
Nope.
free one though.
What is?
We pay for it.
What?
We pay for it, but this
Yeah,
is the great thing.
is not great.
What does it do overall?
So the thing that I like about it the most is it helps you with tags. So there's a free one that helps you with like the top 3, but you can do like suggested. And this is fan freaking tastic if you have videos that you uploaded a long time ago and never did anything with.
Mm-hmm.
This is a bad one because there's no thing here. But like you'll see the tags I use: virtual renovation, his name, homes for sale in San Diego. But it'll tell you like recommended tags. So based on these tags, based on the captions, based on a bunch of things, I'll be like, oh, did you mean this? It'll tell you based on score. So these are good. But let me find one that I haven't done for. Okay. So let's look at this one. This one I uploaded, I think, not too long ago, May 13th. Oh, because it switched me.
How can you sell your
Edit video. And what it'll do is it'll do suggested. It's like $4.50 a month, $4.50 a month. Just buy it. It'll say, look, these are how many views based on this keyword.
Oh, that's cool.
These are tags used by similar top ranking videos. The free version gives you, I think, the top 3. And from there, you can actually hit this drop down and it'll give you more, which is great. But it'll tell you, like, these are tags of similar videos, or these are how many views you got from this specific tag. And then it'll say, okay, overall of all your channel, you have a lot of views from this tag, all that sort of stuff.
40-year-old virgin?
Yeah, this was Kyle's channel way before, and I guess his buddy like waxed his chest. So yeah, that shows up there. Can I remove that? But it helps you with stuff like this. It helps you with the custom thumbnail. This is great if you're like, I don't have time to do something, or I'll do this a lot of times where I'm like, I just want to still from the video. I don't want to reopen up Premiere. I can go, okay, I want this still, right? Say I like that one. Continue. You can add text. I think it looks like shit if you add text on here. Continue. And you can just download this thumbnail. So then you can upload that thumbnail in Canva or Adobe Spark or whatever. or you can save and publish it. But we upload this one. I think we uploaded our own. So
I started putting my Bitmoji on some of mine.
Ellen, you're sharing your screen now, which I'm fine with. I was done with mine, but I just want to let you know you're sharing your screen. He said, "Stop! I don't care anymore. I want to show you my stuff." So, Jennifer, was that you that asked about that?
Yes, that's so helpful. So helpful.
Cool.
And I was going to bring up something because Ashkima, I can't remember how to say your name. I remember you said you were putting videos on your...
Asama.
Asama, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You said you were putting videos on your website page. And it reminded me when I was at Kurt Wannabo's, we did 2 pages for him, a success video page and then a client testimonial. And we put all the YouTube videos up there. The problem we had was loading. When people would go to that page, it wouldn't load. So I just wanted to bring that awareness to you to check it, make sure it's loading times, because and the thing is, I feel bad I can't tell you what we did because I had a virtual assistant do it.
Yeah.
What we did is he did something to the page where the YouTube video would only load if someone clicked on that particular one, rather than when the page loads having all of them load. Do you know what I'm saying?
I do.
I
don't know how to get there, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, just check it. And if I don't know. I mean, maybe I can find out what he did. I still use that virtual assistant, but I'll put a link to Kurt's page that we did. And when you go to it, it just loads real quick. And whatever video you want to watch loads real quick, whereas before it was all stalled out.
Awesome.
Something to be aware of when you put a bunch of videos. I just want to make you aware. Sorry, I can't tell you how to get to the end. But
not yet, but you'll figure it out, and then you'll let us know in the group, yeah?
Yeah, I'll ask my virtual assistant. I'll ask him what he did, and then I'll put it in the same.
So it's this one.
That would be awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, because they loaded real quick.
They loaded real quick, whereas when we first did that page, nothing was loading, and people just don't have the patience if it doesn't load. They back.
Yeah, because there's a shit ton of videos on here.
Yeah, and we did a client testimonial video page. I can put that up too, and the virtual assistant worked the same magic on it. So I'll find out what magic he did, and then I'll put it on the post.
Yeah, I would love to know about that.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of interesting, and it's just always reminds me, anytime I do anything, I'm always reminded to test it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I agree.
Well, that's smart. I like that.
Here's the testimonial one.
Because it loads immediately. So it's doing something like he's embedding a small JPEG, but I don't know how when you click on it, then it loads the YouTube. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I'll ask him what he did. We did it a while ago when we were building out this site. And it's just,
fantastic.
Yeah, I just want to make sure everyone's aware of it, and then it's just to remind yourself always to test it.
There's a lot of testimonials.
Yeah, we did that. We did a client appreciation night, and we had we did a $500 Amazon gift card if people would come in the other room with me while I interviewed them. And I got everybody in there interviewing.
So you gave a $500 one to each of these people?
No. They got the opportunity to be in the drawing. And no.
I was like, all right.
No, that was like a $500 gift card, a gift basket. Like we had all this raffle that was going to be done at the end of the event. So everybody wanted in the raffle. And, but a note about that is when you have the event, people get there and want to eat and drink. So nobody wanted to do a client testimonial yet. No one
ever wants to, but that's a great idea.
And then everybody's like, oh, I can win $500. And then we had like a line of everybody that now wanted to do a video now that they've had their glass of wine and their pizza. Do you know what I'm saying? So just make sure
I absolutely love it. That's money.
Yeah, it was really good. That page turned out awesome. I got 22 video testimonials in one night.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's killer.
It was good.
Great idea. Okay, I love that idea.
Yeah, it's good.
But yeah, if you can figure out what that was, because I like this a lot, especially when you have all these videos, it's a lot to load.
Yeah, those 2 pages are impressive, and that whatever magic he did, I'll find out. But I think he's probably sleeping right now. It's the Philippines.
I wonder what web provider that is too.
Website?
Like website provider. Like I wonder how it's built.
It's Real Estate Webmasters. Kurt's website.
Okay.
Real Estate Webmasters.
All right, that was great. Oh, I just learned a lot right there. Who else has got some stuffs? Some questions, some tips, some best practices. Melody, I love your subscribe link, your like. I love this. I'm going to steal some of it.
I just stole it off something else too. And then that link is it's a shortener for Remax, so it's kind of like Bitly, but it's the Remax shortener, so then I can track how many times it was used.
And it goes right to your, it immediately subscribes them, right? Yeah.
Should.
Confirm your channel subscription.
Yeah.
Cool. Fantastic.
And I
Love that.
We actually just send out an email to all of our sphere asking for them to come on to the database.
To subscribe?
Yeah.
I like that a lot too. I'm going to email, we use viral marketing to do our emails twice a month. So I'm going to email Reese right now and have him do that and write something out.
And then we like,
Jenna.
I was looking at one of our local realtors here who's really successful on his YouTube channel. I noticed that he had the thumbnail thing going on, and he has his like, he's very like animated. So he has this like character that's his face that's like on almost all of his stuff. So I just went and grabbed my Bitmoji and stuck it on my thumbnail for our testimonials. So how do I share my screen? Oh, share screen.
At the bottom it says share screen when you hover over it.
So, right, I don't know if you can see the thumbnail. I don't know how to get the thumbnail.
Edit video.
Oh, I don't know if it comes up.
Oh yeah, there it is.
So we did
Oh.
that for like this one. Oops.
I'm Jenna.
And
We sold and bought our new house. Hi, I'm Britt Jones.
we did these testimonials at an Easter egg hunt, and there was a lot of background noise, which is unfortunate. So learning mistake there, not to do that. And this is before the event even started, but there was already kids here. But I was going to show you my other thumbnails. We're trying to go through.
The guy said he liked the video, but there was no likes on it. He's a liar.
Who?
I don't know.
Oh. So these are just my monthly ones. We haven't done the thumbnails yet for these, but this is the ones we started to change because it used to look like, look at all of them.
Is there any differences, do you know, of like YouTube in Canada? Is there any different features that we don't have in the States?
I don't think, you guys usually have more than we do.
Okay. I was just curious if that's.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
we just
Canada usually gets ignored.
Oh, one thing I've noticed, okay, so this is something I've been changing. I used to put real life show number 35, blah, 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 but then realized that actually impacts searchability. So I'm starting to like change, you can see here, I've put the title of the video first.
Oh.
Because apparently that screws up people finding it. So they're not going to find things to do in Edmonton over Christmas because real life show shows up first. So that's why we're in the process of renaming all of the videos. And before I'm just renaming it to the topic, I'm actually searching like that I told you guys about first, just to see if that's the right thing. So we're still working through all of these because these are all just, you can see the progression of, it was like gray before and then it was white and then we changed the logo. But now it's just all colorful with, I try to do like weird faces so that apparently people like looking at very animated stuff.
Yeah.
And even our like food thing, we started changing up because we get no views on YouTube, but we get we get way more on Facebook. So that's why I'm trying to figure out how to be better with that.
You got a new subscriber. Hey, Jason, subscribe.
Yeah.
Thanks. But anyways, I'm using TubeBuddy, like this is the free version of TubeBuddy.
Yeah.
That is so cool. I got to get on that.
Okay. Done.
Yes.
Can I
We have
ask a
4
really
minutes.
lame question?
Yeah, we got 4 minutes.
How do you get that subscribe button at the bottom right corner on your video? Like, is that?
Oh, that was, oh man, that was my 11-year-old. I told him to do it and he,
So I have to talk to your 11-year-old.
yeah, he's here on Thursday mornings.
Melody, can you figure that out and then post about it in the group? Appreciate it.
We actually made that subscribe button on Canva and then we embedded it into the video. I'll ask him how he did it. Because we're starting to, like, in some of my videos now when I film the videos, like I just did a video about why you need a realtor in a buyer's market to help you navigate, blah, blah, blah. And then I said, this couple here, so I just pointed, and I am linking it. I don't know if, Brian, you've done this before. You just put the video, like there's I don't know if that's a card. I don't think it's a card. It's a picture of the video and you can click it and it goes straight to that video.
So when was the last time you did it? Because here, they used to have that, and I forget it was a different name. But you used to be able to do that at any point. Now, if my understanding is correct, you can only do the thing in the top thing here where it pops up and it says like suggested, blah, blah, blah. That's called a card.
Right.
The thing at the end of the video are end screens that are the boxes. I don't think anymore.
You can do a suggested playlist because, like, I'm one of the builders in town had me in their video, and then I told them, hey, because they're new at YouTube, they don't know anything yet. I said, you should put a link to my playlist, to my shows on your video, and they were able to do it. And I know we can choose when you put it on.
But that's just a little thing up here, is my understanding. The things where it was like we like subscribe here or here or here or here or here and do all those boxes. My understanding is a couple of years ago they got rid of that and they replaced it with the cards.
So I'm talking about the actual like video shows up in there. I'm just gonna find it and put a link for you because
yes, please.
They did their YouTube channel and I just gotta find which one it is. But I have to get off for a coaching call, but I'll put that link. Where's all the chat stuff gonna be after this?
I think I can save it more. Save chat. So I saved it. What I'll do is I'll export this. This I'll probably upload to YouTube, and then I'll put the link to the YouTube in the Facebook group with the chat as well. So I think there's going to be enough value of people like, oh, I actually want to watch this hour webinar. I think if I upload it to Facebook, it's not going to be as powerful. So I think it's going to be the same thing. So I'll upload this to YouTube, and that's one of the 0.5% times where you can upload something to YouTube, sharing a link. For people that already know and like and trust you, I think you can put YouTube links. If you're doing it to cold audiences, I think YouTube links on your page is a bad idea. Fair? Raise your hand if you got value. Did you learn one thing?
Yes.
Oh, good. I want to learn two things. Good. I learned a bunch of stuff too. Jennifer, I'm really excited to see that click thing. Melody's gone, but I want to see what she does with the videos. My understanding is it's gone, but it's happened once before. I've been wrong.
She's also in Canada, so maybe it's a Canada thing.
I don't think it is. I don't know.
I don't know.
I think I know what she was talking about, but I think it's gone. But I just.
Yeah, I just figured out how to do that subscribe link thing.
Yeah, I found that once before too. Can you share the link to how you figured out how to do it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you share that in the group? Because I'm going to look for it, and the fact that you already found it makes it easier for me.
It's,
cool, guys.
Yeah, it's actually a lot easier than you think.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're out. Goodbye, everyone. I'm going to upload this to our group in a little bit. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.